Hi folks, welcome back to the Dashcamdasher for another exciting video. So finally, my 2017 first gen Creta has done the 1 lakh kilometer. This is the moment I have been waiting for so long, and finally it is here. So today I will be reviewing my ownership experience with this Creta. A lot of good things to share and some not so good things. So let us have a ride and see. Basically, I'm a motorcycle guy. I used to do a lot of long travels with my motorcycle. I own a Kawasaki Ninja 300. So I love riding on two wheels rather than on four wheels. So I was not having a car until I was 28. Of course, my father was having a 2013 Hyundai Elantra, but I don't used to drive that car too much. Then in 2017, I got married, and then the social responsibility to purchase a car came on my head. So my journey for a car started then and there. So finally I decided to purchase a car. Till then I was driving my father's Elantra for almost 4 years. I really loved that car, but in no way I could afford an Elantra. So I shortlisted the following cars: the Hyundai Verna, the Honda City, the Honda Amaze, and the Hyundai Accent. So initially I thought of taking a test drive of these cars. So first up, I went to the Hyundai showroom, since the people in the showroom are known to me, and I asked for the test drive of the Verna. So the showroom driver took me to their yard for the test drive of the Verna. So actually he took me there in a Creta, and that is my first experience with the Creta. So I asked him for the test drive of the Creta then and there, and I had the test drive. And finally, that is how I ended up with this Creta. So it has been almost 4.5 years, and here we are at the 1 lakh kilometer mark. So I have taken this car through almost all terrains except snow. I have driven it through deep water, through sands, through rain, through hot sun, and almost everywhere. So before going into details, I will let you know my initial impressions with this car. So coming from the Elantra, initially this Creta felt a very lot less powerful. The 122 bhp engine felt a lot slower when compared to the 147 bhp engine of the Elantra. Also, everything in the Elantra was premium when compared to the Creta. So my initial impression was not so great, but as time went on, I really started loving this car. So first I will share a few things which I really liked about this car. The first thing is the ground clearance. The 190 mm ground clearance really does well in our Indian roads. It never scrapes any speed breakers or any gutters, even with 5 people on board. The next thing which I really loved is the spacious interior of this car. Though not as spacious as the Elantra, but still it is a very spacious car. I'm 6'1", and I really feel comfortable driving this car. And here my front passenger seat is fully pushed back, and here I have the leg space, and I have sufficient head space, and this seat is comfortable for 3 people. And this car is very low on maintenance, just like any other Hyundai. Though this is a 1.6 liter engine and a big car, the maintenance of this car is very cheap. It's a petrol engine. Generally petrol engines are very cheap to maintain, and I remember doing my 80,000 kilometer service for just around 4,500 rupees. Also, the parts are easily available and even the parts cost very less. Also, one more thing which I have to mention is about the headlights of this car. This is a top end model and it has a projector headlamps. The lights are really good, and so far I have not replaced the bulbs. I am running still on the stock bulbs and they are running good. Also, this car comes with a cornering light. That is, while maneuvering a turn, there is a cornering light which illuminates the corner of the road. And one more thing, the AVN of the Creta is really good. It has a rear parking camera with wheel assist. We can fold the rear seats of the car and have more luggage space. Also, a person as tall as me can lie down with my legs completely stretched. To be honest, this is what really hooked me up with this car. Also, this Creta has a very good horn. Even the latest Hyundai models are not having this horn, and a lot of my friends have asked whether it is a company horn or I have changed it somewhere else. This is really the stock horn of this Creta. So the two major maintenance which I have done in this car is, at around 65,000 kilometers, I replaced my front disc pads, and this car came with the Goodyear stock tires, and these tires lasted for around 48,000 kilometers. And then I have changed to Bridgestone tires, which is still running. I have run the Bridgestone tires for around 52,000 kilometers, and they are good for another 4 or 5,000 kilometers. So this is a 1.6 liter petrol engine. This car generates 122 bhp of power and 154 Newton meters of torque. So the mileage this car returns is between 13 to 14 kilometers per liter. Of course, I almost drive it in triple digit speeds all the time. So the mileage I am getting is reasonable. So far I have shared a lot of things which I really loved about this car, and now it is time for me to share a few things which I don't like. The first thing is, of course, the brakes of this car. So paying 15 lakhs for a car, I really expected disc brakes on all four wheels, but this first gen Creta comes with drum brakes on the rear wheels. Also, the infamous brake issue of the Creta is very well known. The oversensitive ABS kicks in when you brake with one side of your wheel on the gravel. One more thing is, this is a petrol version, and the top end model, that is SXO, is not available in the petrol variant in the first gen Creta. The top end is available only in the diesel variant. So what is the difference between both these variants? In the diesel variant, you get 6 airbags, while in the petrol variant, you get only 2 airbags. Also, a lot of cost cutting measures were done in this model. Though it's a top end model, this model doesn't has leather folded steering wheel. So this fold was installed by me later on. Also, my car initially had just a normal plastic gear lever. This chrome lever was installed by me later on. Also, there was no proper seat covers in this petrol model. Also, there was no electronic ORVM in this model. So this car does feel a lot comfortable to drive, but the high speed stability is very less thanks to the SUV type body. Though I have done a maximum speed of around 196 kilometers per hour in this car, which I would not recommend, but still at high speeds the stability is pretty low. I think I have shared the major highlights of my ownership experience with this Creta. For a petrol engine, I think the distance which I have run is somewhat on the high side, but my Creta is not going to slow down anytime soon. So that's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching. See you all in another video.